is Christina. Christina, you are a beautiful example of God's light shining in the way that you interact with others, care for your brother, create careful and thoughtful work, and push yourself to excel in both academics and sports. I am blessed to know you and to be able to call you my goddaughter. I begin this message to you by sharing something from my childhood. When I was younger, I would get a big lump in my throat every time that I was asked to speak in public. My heart rate would increase uncontrollably. My voice would get higher, and I began to speak faster and faster, just praying that I would not pass out. I recognize this is a weakness of mine, something that I wish I was better at, but something that I didn't feel that I could change on my own. So I began to pray before every speech that I had to make. I prayed for signs of a little improvement each time, and gradually I saw that God was strengthening me and making me a better, more comfortable speaker. The words that I was trying to share weren't getting overwritten by the audience's concern for my ability to complete my speech. Why am I telling you all this? I believe that God uses each of our personal experiences to later touch the lives of others in a positive way. Every fifth grader here, as well as every adult in this room, have call-outs to God in areas of their life that they feel they need help with, or unexpected challenges that they want an extra measure of strength to tackle. When you think of rock climbing, which is one of her favorite hobbies, you picture your hand reaching out for the next rock ahead of you, the one that you can grab a hold of to pull yourself up and reach the next level. Through basketball and volleyball, you have discovered how listening to the coach and practicing the recommended techniques makes you a better player. Practice may not make us perfect, but it does make us stronger and more aware. As you continue into middle school, the drive that you already display to do your best and to set goals for yourself will communicate to your teachers and to your friends that you are a person that cares about their work and about what they represent. You shared that someone that you admire is Jesus. Good choice. Your concern for others is not only displayed in how loving and attentive that you are with your little brother, but also in the friendships that you have built in your years at Mountain View. My final words of advice to you: reflect on the story of David and Goliath. David was small, but determined. He was faced with a very big challenge, and he had to chip away at it one stone at a time. God had his back, though, and he gave him the abilities and strength that was just perfect for that task. Even though David questioned himself, God had confidence in what he had created for that time and purpose. Christina, be confident and know that God has great plans for you. I look forward to seeing all that you will become, the beautiful artwork that you will continue to create, and the direction that God will take you. The Bible verse I gave you is, "For God did not give us a spirit of timidity, but a spirit of power, of love, and of self-discipline." And before I hand the students the speeches, I just wanted to, first of all, thank one of our parents stepped in. And every year, our fifth graders, really for the past 10 years, our fifth graders have left the school, a wonderful remembrance of them, in the form of coming up with a phrase that represents their class and making a tile. And if you go down the elementary hallway, you'll see that right now there's 8 on display. We have 2 more that we'll be putting up this year, but you'll see that representation. And this year's fifth grade class did the same thing. We were in need of somebody to make us the frame to hold that display, and Sadie's dad, Mr. Shear, did a beautiful job and used his talents to create that frame. It was united for the first time today to the tiles that were still in the Kilnet faith and that I was able to receive today. So it's not completely assembled, but I did put it on the floor in the back. Just be careful so the young kids, anybody doesn't walk over it. But when you leave here, you'll be able to see the work that they did, as well as the beautiful frame that he created, and know that that will be assembled and put together, and it'll also hang in the schools of Mountain View to represent the class of 2013. So thank you, Mr. Shear.